Welcome to another video.
So one of the stereotypes I've always tried to break through my YouTube videos is that China is actually an incredibly friendly and hospitable place.
欢迎你们到我们园园来。
非常感谢。
5个很美丽的美女。
谢谢。外面一起看一下吧。
好，你去看。哇，感谢你。
他们一次出游，刚好我们也是出游，我们在路上一起就碰见在一起了。
不要钱了，
Even in this poor place, she refused to take my money. She ran and like stuffed it in my little strap here.
一块教养颜色，还有一块银颜色。
对，
都有。
What he said is like, you drink about 3 of those, you're gonna find a beautiful girl, and you're gonna last at least half an hour.
Being here so long and being able to speak the language and actually talk to the local people and experience all these different local cultures was something really special.
So this video is not about food. Now you've just seen a little sort of a super cut from the documentary I've recently done. I'm not showing that to you to try and advertise the documentary, although you will find the link below if you're interested in going to see it, because I suggest you do. But I'm actually really upset, and I'm going to tell you guys why I'm upset. And by upset I mean, well, I've got a very thick skin, and you have to if you've been on YouTube for as long as I have and you put your entire life out there. So not much gets to me, and it hasn't really got to me from the point of view that I'm feeling horribly upset and depressed or anything. I'm just upset because I'm angry and I'm annoyed, and I'm going to try and spell it out to you in this video so that you guys can understand what exactly it is I'm annoyed at and what exactly it is I'm angry at. So I'm titling this video China is my favorite restaurant, and it's basically an analogy, and I'll make it clear to you as this video progresses. But first of all, I'd like to say that I've always tried to show China the way it is, you know, in a fairly unbiased way. Where's my favorite little hairdresser? Here it is. Okay, in a fairly unbiased way, and I like to think that I do. I show it for exactly what it is. 你好，现在有空吗？有。好。你好。Alright, well, like here's the boss of this place. 我做个视频，在那个 YouTube 上有好多粉丝，我想给他们看这么剪头发。这是老板 ，this is the boss. Yeah, this guy cuts my hair every time. He's really good. He knows exactly what to do. Anyway, I'll let him get on with his business. I won't bother him. I'll get back to you guys after the haircut. Well, there we go. I feel human again. 多少钱，老板？好的，15。好，谢谢老板。谢谢。Good job. 好，再见了。拜拜。Okay. All right, so there we go. Got my hair cut. I feel human again. Hang on, it's really bright out here. I feel human again. That was 25 RMB. That's £2.50 if you live in the UK, and I don't know how many US dollars it is, but it's cheap. And that's one of the things I like about China, is you've got access to very cheap but skilled services, such as, you know, like hairdressers and people to fix your shoes and dry cleaners and stuff. In fact, I'm gonna go pick up my dry cleaning, so come along with me while I continue with this video. So let me start at the beginning. Ever since I started my channel, and that was wow, 7 odd years ago, I started doing videos. From the beginning, I've always had sort of people trying to push their agendas onto me. So it's usually been from the Western people asking me to talk about politics, and I refuse to talk about politics, well, The most obvious reason is because I live in a country where talking about politics can actually get you into trouble. And it's fine for you guys sitting in your armchairs in front of your computers overseas, but for me, I have my whole life sort of vested in China. I mean, my wife is Chinese, my work is here in China, my whole way of life and living is here. I don't have some kind of a first world country with a pension and a government that could pay me some kind of a welfare or anything to go back to. I have to like carve out a living for myself in life. So this is where everything is invested, is here in China. So for me to start getting all political and trying to paint China in a bad light, which is not something that I'm willing to do because it's not true, would be stupid. Now there are channels out there that do that, like I'm going to say one of my subscribers is actually China Uncensored. That's the motivation behind that channel. It's the people who fund that channel actually have an agenda, and it's in their best interests to paint China in a bad light, and so that's why it focuses on that. But I want to make videos that are unbiased, so that's why I've always just basically made videos telling people what I observe living in China, what China is really like. Look around, those people are smiling, okay? Free, people are free, hanging around, doing business, going about their lives. This isn't some kind of a oppressed gulag that a lot of people overseas think, and that's the reason I started these videos, is to show everybody this is what it's like, right? So I've always had these people trying to push their agendas on me, which has been very annoying for me because, number one, I don't want to get into politics because it's dangerous over here, and there's no need. I'm not a political person, I couldn't care less, you know. Number two, the country I come from is all about politics. South Africa, give me a break. The whole, you know, I grew up with politics being the main topic all around me, and I'm sick of it, okay? Because all it does is bring you down, and it really kind of destroys your personal way of life because it's actually out of your control. And the only thing that you can do to control politics is to avoid it, right? Or move somewhere else. And yes, of course you can go vote if you think that's going to make a difference, and it could make a difference, so go ahead and do that, but that's pretty much where I draw the line. Okay, so let me get back to it, because now it sounds like I'm trying to vilify the West for trying to make China look bad, which is not what I'm trying to do, because I just always kind of deflect or ignore those comments. People trying to politicize my videos, it annoys me, but you know, I expect that. Especially from people who are uneducated or perhaps unaware or naive, people that don't really understand what China's really like because, you know, they read the news. It's the kind of people who watch BuzzFeed or MTV and think that's what life's really like. Anyway, as I've been here over the years, things have changed. And recently, and this is the absolute truth, things in China for foreigners have been getting worse. And it's ever since that stock market crash. It's ever since the economy started to slow down. The attitude towards the attitude of the average Chinese people towards foreigners is different. There's less money to throw around, and because there's less money to throw around, people are starting to point blame. The country's starting to close up. There's a lot more protectionism going on. There's a lot of things that I'm unhappy about because my way of life is now starting to be affected. And, you know, it's gotten to the point now where, like I said, I have stopped working here, and what I do is I do this. I do YouTube videos and a couple of other things overseas online. That's how I support myself. So anyway, because I continue to make unbiased sort of videos about what's going on in my life and what China's like, a lot of the negative things that have been happening lately in China have been coming through in my videos. You know, the whole glass heart stuff, talking about, well, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have just picked up there's been a lot more of a negative sort of a lean on some of my videos lately. And that's not because I personally am getting anti-China or anything like that, because there couldn't be anything further from the truth. Like I said, I live here. My wife is from China, okay? And in general, I still love China. I still do. That's why I'm still here. And I'll get a little bit more into that in a minute. But the fact of the matter is, things are getting worse, and so the truth is reflecting through my videos. The state, I should say. Truth's very subjective, but I'm saying this, the state of things is being reflected into my videos. So now I'm getting a whole lot of crap from the Chinese side saying, oh yeah, you white monkey, get out of China. If you don't like China, get out of China. And it's annoying. I'm getting a lot of this. So first it's the people from the West attacking me, saying I'm not political enough and I'm being too positive about China. And then I get the Chinese side attacking me, saying, you know, get the hell out of China. If you don't like it, you piece of trash, you know, you white supremacist monkey, and all that kind of nonsense. Which, you know, don't worry about me. I don't get upset about insults. You know, it's a furthest, you know, I don't need to get into that, but having grown up in South Africa and gone through what I've been through in life, calling me a racist slur is about the least offensive thing you can do, because, you know, I'm kind of used to it. So anyway, what I'm trying to get at over here is, I'm annoyed. And this is where the analogy of the restaurant comes in. So let's get on to that. So say you have this favorite restaurant. Now you're the first guy out of all your friends who discovered this restaurant, okay? It's downtown, somewhere people normally don't go. And you're very happy because you absolutely love this restaurant, and you decide that it's a place worthy of telling your friends and family. So you spread the word, you tell your friends, come to this restaurant, the service is awesome, the atmosphere is amazing, the food is out of this world. And you get a bunch of them coming to this restaurant because of you. Anyhow, see, this is the dry cleaner over here. 我现在做个视频给我的朋友看。Hello. Yeah. So basically, you tell them about this restaurant, and what happens is they. Let me see. I hope I have enough cash on me for this. Give me a second. So this restaurant that you've invested all this time and effort telling all your friends about, etc. You know, you still like the place. It's still pretty good, but they've just gotten a new chef, and things are starting to go a little bit bad. The food's coming a little undercooked, too salty, you know, and you know, you're starting to get a little disappointed because it's not as good as it used to be. And your friends are complaining to you too, saying, hey, you know, the food's not as good as it used to be. You know that restaurant you told us about? Yeah, I've kind of stopped going there, or I'm thinking about not going there anymore because the food's not so good. So you go and speak to the staff and you're like, hey guys, you know, I absolutely love your restaurant, but you know, these days the food sometimes is coming a little undercooked. And instead of them saying, oh yeah, sorry, you know, a new chef's just getting used to the menu or something, they all in unison stand up and say, you don't like the food? Get out of our restaurant, you white monkey. So, you know, this is the analogy I'm trying to draw here. I am a guest in China. I've always seen myself as a guest in China, but you know what? I've been thinking about it, and I'm not a guest anymore. I am now a customer. I've been here long enough. I've been paying taxes these 10 years. All of the money that I earn goes straight back into the economy here. All the videos that I've made about China, introducing it to the world and showing the positives as well as the negatives every once in a while. But you know, I would like to think that my videos are fairly unbiased. So what exactly is this video all about? Well, let's keep it simple. This video is to say to all you guys who want me to make this political, sorry, not gonna happen. And to all of you bent out of shape woomals who obviously suffer from the whole glass heart syndrome, who keep telling me, if you don't like China, get out. No, this is a very loud and clear message to all of you guys out there. Get bent. I am not going to get out of China. I will leave if I want to, and I will leave if I'm good and ready. And no amounts of name calling and chest beating and butthurt is ever going to change my mind. So to all you guys out there who support me, I have a huge thank you. I literally want to say you are the guys that keep me going here. All of you guys who subscribe, the guys who comment, except for obviously the Woomals. You just kind of annoy me or make me chuckle. You guys who support me on Patreon, you guys especially, I have a huge, massive thank you to each and every one of you. I will, if I can, buy each and every one of you a beer, and I've already put that offer out there, and I've already taken a couple of you guys out for beers. If you're ever in the area, I owe you a beer. And guys, here I am in China, still continuing, and I'm not gonna stop, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. So until next time guys, as always, stay awesome.
Keep on